See, now they could have painted. But that weekend, I was like, oh, I'm going to see this. They never did. We turned the
No, you don't want to. We're going to walk in the door.
It'll be good to play back.
So are you going to change the name?
Very interesting that number 10 on this questionnaire in the application said, have efforts been made to cure the deafness, and if any, what way and with what results? And his parents said, none. You know, he wasn't curable. He was deaf, and that was a great heritage. And he lived and survived and really brought a great deal of love and friendship to our campus. Just a couple of other things. I also found a superintendent's letter that was written to the Kiser family. They lived in Castlewood, Virginia. And it said, yesterday our football team played Fluvanna High School near Palmyra, Virginia, and our boys won by a very large score. In the last minute of the play, Ralph made a run of 50 yards, almost making a touchdown. In attempting to dodge a player on the other team, he swerved and was tackled by another player, falling and hurting his knee. The knee was twisted, the kneecap was dislocated, and it must have been a very painful injury. He was immediately given an examination by a physician, and an ambulance was called. He was moved to the University Hospital at Charlottesville, as it was the nearest hospital to where the game was played. This was the report that was made to me by Mr. Llewellyn, Mr. Lucy, and Mr. Bass. All three of these teachers went with the team. I am sure that they did everything that was possible, using the best possible judgment under the circumstances. We are expecting Ralph to be ready to come back to the school tomorrow, as his knee is in a cast. The hospital is to phone us in the afternoon and early morning, and we'll send for him. We all regret this very much indeed, as it is the first injury of the current session, and Ralph is a general favorite with all of us, teachers and pupils. You will remember he won the Silver Cup for sportsmanship last year, and he's one of our best players on the football team, the basketball team, and the baseball teams. Everyone says that though it must have been very painful to him to move, that he was very brave after the accident. You know, this is the type of guy Ralph Kiser was. He played all different sports. In 1938, he won the Lang Trophy. This was the best sportsmanship trophy for athletes, and it said a fine influence to other boys, an ability to control his temper when corrected by the coach. He won a letter in football, also in 1938. He was co-captain of the team. He was a basketball star and lettered in that sport. He was a baseball star and lettered in that sport. So lots of sporting activities took place on our campus, and Ralph was all about those sporting activities. He was truly an icon to the community, to everyone here at VSDB. And we are so grateful to the family to come today to dedicate this wonderful building in his honor. So who of the family wants to come forward and tell a story? I bet it's going to be Jim.
Yeah.
No, I think it will. Yes.
I need it.
Yes.
I can sign.
You want me to hold it for you?
You can sign.
Stop her business.
That's right. I'll hold the First, I want to thank Dr. Armstrong for inviting us to our family. It's a big honor. It's a big honor for our family. And I also want to thank the people who were involved in selecting the topic. Big thanks to them. You talked about a lot of stories. About 8 years ago, a person from the school came to Southwest Virginia, small town high school. The purpose of that meeting was to encourage our grandmother and grandmother to send their children. 3 of them came. 2 sisters. I'm done. Done. Go ahead. Okay. They came here about 8 years ago. And that's why we're here today. Because this became his home. And that's our home. I'm done again. No. Well, what I'm trying to say is, they talk about a lot of stories. We live in Garden Hall. There's a lot of stories there, too. Some can't be told. Some never will be told. But I would think that my father would hope that this new dorm, years from now, will have the same stories that he had. I want to thank you very much. And now I'm done.
Well, again, thank you very much for this honor. I'm sure. Just put it down. And so, thank you very much. We're proud of you. We loved her. You loved her school.
I told you Ralph Kiser is not a visitor. Now he's permanently going to be over in that dormitory and he'll never need a pass. Stanley has something he wants to do right now, Stanley Byers. You can ask the Kisers to do it, or you can do it, Stanley.
Again, I'd like the 2 sons to come stand up front with us. And if you all wouldn't mind unveiling what we have here.
Thank you.
The students and the instructional staff and the residential staff can stay here if they want to. Jack's gesturing wildly in the back, but I'm not catching it. Day students need to go home now. So all day students, please go with Jack Johnson to the foyer so you can get in your vehicles and leave. So the group here in the middle, if we can go ahead and maybe exit out this way and out to the front, we'll have some people doing tours. Stanley Byers is going to go ahead and lead everybody over to the dorm, and Stanley wants to take the picture over and put it on the wall in the foyer. So let's go ahead. Whoever wants to see the dormitory first, the visitors, please go ahead and stand up now and go ahead. And